Let's go! Guess who finally was allowed back to the putt-putt golf course? That was a long year, and they've made some changes. For one, much harder to steal your ball during the final hole. You know they've got trackers now? The future sucks. They also got a new cabinet next to the hot dog stand, and this is for real one that went under my radar. Y'all familiar with the Strider series? We're all fans at the channel. The other guy actually recorded a run of Strider 2 a while back. But get this, he's upset over his performance and wants to do another run. Funny thing is, Irina is really into Strider 2 and 3, wants to hit both of them. I happen to think the NES version is rad and called that one, but neither of us likes the original arcade version, and this game is kinda meant to be the true sequel to that. Get ready for some high-speed, high-kicking, high-octane arcade action that is surprisingly slow. We're playing Cannon Dancer. It's 1996. Koichi Yatsui, who goes by Izuki in the credits, is tasked by his new bosses at Mitchell Corporation to direct their next arcade hit. And since he directed Strider, and that made a lot of money, he thought, F it, and decided to make Strider again. But this time, instead of using your martial arts and parkour abilities to take on an evil army led by an all-powerful wizard cult leader, you're using your martial arts abilities and parkour skills to take on an evil army led by an all-powerful sorceress cult leader. So, like, totally different game. Also, you kick instead of using a sword. I'm not even being snarky. You kick, you climb, you flip around and slide, all Strider stuff. But this one's got a button 3 for a screen-wide special attack, aka the thing you are going to be using to cheat the bosses. Cause this game is a quarter thief. It's merciless. And it ain't the difficulty, it's the checkpoints. With a few near the end feeling pretty predatory. Oh god, that face. Oh, what was I talking about? Stage 1, we head into what is totally not Kazakh City. Similar to that other game, you play as a mercenary in a highly skilled special unit called Techie, currently on assignment for Judicial Affairs Director Jack Lazan, investigating a new threat by the name of Abdullah the Slaver, by punching and kicking everyone in sight. Our kickfighter guy, Kyron, obviously has some very familiar moves. I'm not trying to beat a dead horse or nothing, y'all got eyes. I just want to point out that this game was released in '96, with the official Strider 2 coming out in 1999. And it is insane how much one of these games benefited from you being able to run, cause the movement speed here is painful. Guy controls great, but it's kind of a hard game and you need to dodge, but this guy cannot move. He does have style, however. In fact, this entire game is drenched in the sweetness, like a glazed, tart-flavored. That is to say, despite the short length, every moment of this game is eye candy. Even when I was getting pissed at the cheap difficulty spike later on, was a bit distracted by how pretty the backgrounds are. It straight up looks crescent fresh, yo. On the flip side, there are too many mini-boss encounters for me to even list, and it really felt like most of these took advantage of your abilities much more than the button mash fights from its counterpart. You're still gonna do it a bit, don't get me wrong, but this game will in no way give you the same case of carpal that Strider 2 will. Plus, most bosses, mini or normal, ain't got much going on in the HP pool. So if one in particular is giving you a problem, just use up that special attack to take him out. The first real boss is the Mech Gamron. He's a bit imposing, but not the hardest if you keep your distance and only hop in really quick to attack before he tries to barbecue you up with them flamethrowers. He's multi-part and gets much easier if you take out his blade and then break the arm, so start there. You break the jaw and he starts doing more fire spitting, so 100% the last place you want to attack. Stage 2, Slaver Temple. This one's kinda short, kinda dumb. So we start off traveling upward on these springboards like it's Sonic or something, fight a random Uggo mech, and have a pretty cool kick fight with some tigers. Not gonna lie, seeing that in the playthrough kinda made me want to play the game in the first place. But this next part is some serial BS. First courtesy for the game. The car chases you down into a pit while shooting you. So you go too slow, he hits you with the car. You jump high, he shoots you. You miss the landing, you fall into a hole, lose a life, start over. And it's 2 lives to your quarters, so again, straight up robbing people. Boss fight's kinda cool though. You fight this hot Jin that reminds me of that one video we had to take down. Anyway, you just cling up to the side opposite of her and attack while not getting flamed. And when you need to change sides, do that. Hooray, you won. Knew you had it in you, guy. Bad news though. Our boy from stage 1 with the jacked up face betrays us, having us arrested alongside the cultists, only for us to wake up crucified in the desert like Cyborg or something. It's all good though, cause this friendly dragon gets us down, and so we thank him by bashing his skull against a rock several times before drinking his blood to stay hydrated while wandering off into the desert. This part is pretty short, meant to let us branch to the next 2 stages in a random order, which like most of these games, doesn't really matter since you still gotta do both. Anyway, we end up taking on a fellow member of Techie, Claw Guy. His gimmick is to swing you around the room with gravity, just like that one boss in Strider. You can easily jump your way into the center to get in some attacks, or just cheat and use your special move cause you ain't got time for this BS. We then meet up with some friendly ex-convicts with a pirate ship and sail out to go face our next ex-teammate. Along the way, that fire djinn shows back up to cause problems and is more like a stage obstacle, so don't even try to fight them, just dodge and move. Before you know it, you'll be sewer surfing your way over to meet the sorceress, who is now on your side, for now. And she literally lets you climb up her voluptuous body to go meet up with the stage boss. This is Robot Guy. He's also kinda lame. Teleports around the screen while sending a mech after you. Just ignore the robot and smack him around. In and out, done. Swinging over from future India to future Prague, we sneak back into the city, taking on another techie member, Girl Guy, also lame. Her gimmick is letting you pick one of the other boss's gimmicks for her to copy. That sucks. Moving on. Confronting our boy Jack at his very stylish pad over in the Capital District, we threaten a beatdown on the little piggy, but right before we can make him squeal, the sorceress Abdullah comes in to quite literally stab him in the back. So like, game over. We're cool, right? Nope, not at all. And this final level is where I will 100% give this game a no on the recommendations, cause it is beyond unfair. Purely wants to milk you for those final juicy quarters. It starts off easy enough, a few enemies on a sloped area, little annoying, take some damage, no biggie. But then you have a rematch with the Flame Djinn, followed up by a rematch with the Mech Boss, and if you die, you start over. Totes BS. You make it past that, another boss fight with your evil twin. No prob. What's next? Another boss fight. This time against all 3 techie members at the same time. This is getting a little annoying. Making our final ascent to meet with the sorceress, she greets us at the base of her own feet for a monologue. That doesn't make any sense, but she runs her mouth and we prepare for battle. And then I spam the auto win button and the world is saved. Yay. Alright, evil witch or whatever dead, our pink world is now blue, daba dee dabu die, and I dabu will not be recommending this one to anyone. Fun little sideshow attraction to spend 5 seconds on, but it was a slog. Huge disappointment, especially with how beautiful the game looked along with the related legacy. I do not like doing bad games on here, but if we're going to talk about Strider later on, we might as well show you not Strider right now for comparison. Was absolutely hyped for this one watching the trailers since it did get a modern re-release. But it just does not compete with anything from the time, and it certainly does not hold up now. Did not even bother with a coin count. It is a carnival-level scam game. Credits are almost up. Guess no one worked on the game. So, as always, thank you to all the lovely viewers out there, and thank you to everyone grabbing up our discount waifus. And remember to set your clocks forward tonight. It's not that time of year, but you'll always be early.